Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make this stylish kimono with an open beaded back. So if this is something you are interested in learning how to make, keep on watching. If you are still yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and let's get started with the video. So guys, for this tutorial I'm going to be making use of this African print, and I have 2 yards of fabric here, and I'm making use of these black beads. So you can use any beads of your choice, any size, and just look for a color that matches with your fabric. So you can see that mine is black. So guys, I have these beads, like 3 packs here, 4 packs rather. So let's just get into the video. So guys, I have folded my material into 2. You can see 1, 2. So I fold it, that is 2, 2, that is, and this is my starting line. This line you're seeing there, that will be our starting line. So we'll be taking our measurement from that line. So, and the length I have here, I folded it, I think I have 22 inches, and the length is 45 inches. So I'll be using the whole 45 inches. So I just folded it into 22 inches. So that was what I did, and I went ahead. So what we'll do now is to just mark out our neckline, which is 3 inches, and then from that 3 inches I'll just mark my hip line, 24 inches. So I'll just use my hip line for this, though it's not necessary. So the next thing we'll be doing now is, on this part, how long you want your sleeve to be. Depending on how long, you can use 10, 9, 11, 12, 13. You can use anyhow you want it. So for me, I went ahead to use 15 inches. So I want my sleeve to be 15 inches long, and that was what I just marked there. I hope you can see it. So you can see what I marked. So you can use 20 depending on how you want it. So on this hip line that I marked earlier, I'll be putting my hip circumference measurement there. So I'll be putting my hip, I hope you can see this line guys, let me trace it well. So I'll be using my hip circumference measurement there. So I'll go ahead and place my hip circumference measurement, and then I went ahead to add 5 inches including stitching allowance and all that. So after that, just connect it like this to my sleeve length. So I hope that is clear, and then you just go ahead and take it down. So just roll it down like so, and that is that for that part. So we'll come to our shoulder line. This is our shoulder line. So we'll come to our shoulder line, and I'll measure what I have here again. So I have 22 inches and I came down by 1.5 inches. This depends on if you want your shoulder to slope. If you don't want a shoulder slope, you can just go ahead and make it straight like that. So after doing that now, that is all for our dress. So we'll go ahead and cut. So guys, just watch how I will be cutting it out. Cut out the shoulder, and this is what we have. So now I just took that 3 inches down, and I'll just cut it out. So that 3 inches I took for our neck width, I just took it straight down, then just cut it out. I hope that's not confusing. So guys, this is what we have after I was done, and I'll be leaving this length because I'll be folding it like so. So I'll just leave it, I won't cut that out because I'll be folding it in. And we have 4 pieces now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that we have 4 pieces all together. So what we'll do now is to keep 2 pieces like this, and we'll be working on 2 pieces. So just pick any one of your choice, and then you just place it like this, So you can see the two pieces that I just took. So what I'll do now is to fold that center from this side, center back. So I'll use these two pieces that I took as the back, and I'll fold it like this, like so, just stitch on it. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So after doing that, this is what it is looking like after I was done folding it. You can see what we have. Just fold it the way you fold your normal clothes. So this will be our back piece, guys. This will be our back piece. Please do not forget that. So now I just went ahead to take the back piece away, and I'll be bringing the front piece. So this is our front piece, and as you can see, we did not fold any parts here on our front piece. This is the second piece of our front piece. You can see how it is. I did not fold it. So I did not fold the front piece, and this is what it will be looking like. So it was the back piece that I folded. So we'll take away one part of the front piece and bring one part of the back piece. So align it well to be sure that how do I put this? You can see the way I aligned it to be sure that it's okay. So you place it right side facing right side, like so. And when you place it, you notice that the front piece is longer than the back piece. As you can see, it is longer than the back piece. So do not worry, that is how it is supposed to be. So because we folded the back piece, so it will be shorter. So what we'll do now is to just go ahead and stitch the shoulders. So place it right side facing right side and stitch down the shoulders. I'll do the same thing for the other piece as well. And I am done with that. I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what it is looking like. I also went ahead to iron this out, and this is what we have. So you can see it's so noticeable here how the front piece is longer than the back piece. So what we'll do now is to bring the both pieces together. So this is the other one. You can see what we have. I did the same thing, folded the shoulder. So what we'll do now is to place it like this. Place the front piece, the front side of your dress should be facing you. You can see this is the front side. So the both front sides should be facing you. And then this is a band that I went ahead to cut out. This is a band, and I'll advise that you iron your band before placing it. This will make it very easy for you to place it. So you can see what I have. I went ahead to iron it, and I think I have 5 inches here for the length. 5 inches, yes. And then I folded it into 2 and give it a good press. So please iron your band. So we'll be placing that band on our dress now, and I'll be showing you. So I just kept that one aside. Let's begin with this part because my table is not that big, so that you can see it. So what we'll do now, please guys, do not forget, start from the down part. You can see I'm starting from the bottom of this dress, not the shoulder side, and I'm placing the right side of my band on the rough side of my fabric. I'm placing the right side of my band on the rough side of my fabric. That's what I did here, and I pinned it down. I'll be telling you why. So just go ahead and pin this down the way you see me doing. So just keep pinning it down, and this is what you will have. You will have something like this when you are done. You can see. So you will be having something like this when you are done. So I just pinned one side. Now moving to the other side. Now remember when we were cutting out this fabric, we took 3 inches for our neckline. So that 3 inches, you'll be timesing it by 2. So we'll be making use of 6 inches. So from this other place, this point here, I'll be marking 6 inches. You can make this 9, you can make it 10, depending on how wide you want the neck area to be. So this will be the part that is joining the two backs together. I don't know if you understand. So I will just explain it the way I can. So so this is the second our second pieces. So I brought it back and I'll be placing it from that 6 inches that I marked. So guys, you can use 9 depending on what you want, guys. So you can see how I'm placing it. So just place it the same way. The rough side of your band should be on the right side of your band should be on the rough side of your fabric. So you just place it like this on only the front piece of both the two pieces. So you should place it on only the front piece. I hope that is clear, guys. So after that, just go ahead and pin it. And when placing it, guys, there's a space at that neck area. Please, guys, you place it in a way that you cover up that space. When you are sewing, you understand what I'm saying. So I've placed it, and this is what it is looking like. So I'll just show you. So when we stitch it now, it will look like this. You can see, right? It just look like, so this will be the parts that will be joining the two backs together. So that will be our neck, like something like the neckline. So now go ahead and stitch it down and stitch these other parts down. So I was done stitching it down, and this is what it is looking like. You can see. So if you notice, you can see that the front side of our fabric is kind of rough. It's fine. So you can see what I'm doing now. So you just fold your band like this into the front piece, the way you see me doing. So you can see what we have. So I will be sewing it from the front side so that I'll be able to control it, like so that the line will be straight. So that was why I told you to place it the way I said earlier. And this is the neckline. You can see what we have. So you can see how it is looking like. So you will just fold it like this down, and we'll be sewing it all the way down from the front. So I'll just pin this neckline down just to put it in place. So guys, this neckline, honestly, it is really kind of tricky. But if you don't get it the first time, you definitely get it the second or the third time for the beginners. But if you're not a beginner, you can even get it the first time. So just rewatch the video if you don't understand, and if I did not explain it better, please let me know in the comment section. So now what we'll do now is we'll just go ahead and stitch it down, and we'll be cutting out this excess when we are done stitching down. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is it. This is what we have. You can see what it is looking like. I'm even yet to iron this kimono, guys. So it's looking this way because I ironed the band. That's why I was advising you to iron your band. So I'll just go ahead and place this on the table so that you see what we have. So please iron your band. It makes it very easy, honestly. So this is what it is looking like, guys. So you can see our kimono. We are done with the front part. So now we'll move to the back part. Before we move to the back part, we'll work on the sleeve. So for the sleeve, you can just fold it in like this and stitch it round. But for me, I'll be adding just what I did for the front. I'll be adding it also for the sleeve because I want it to look very neat. I want it to look neat, so I'll be doing the same process I did for the band. So I'll be using this piece. I'll just place my sleeve like this, placing my band, the right side of my band facing the rough side of the fabric, pin it down the way you see me doing. So I'm just trying to show you what I will do. This is not necessary, but let me just show you like this, and then I'll fold it in like this again, and then stitch it the way I did. So I'll go ahead now and I'll stitch it, and when I stitch it, we'll be having something like this for the sleeve. You can see it will be looking this neat. So you do not have to go through this long process. You can just fold it in, and that's all. You don't need to do this type or this style. So I'll go ahead and do that, and this is what we have for our sleeve. You can see what it's looking like. It's looking neat and fine. I'm even still yet to iron this kimono. I also went ahead to hem the down part of this kimono. As you can see, I've hemmed it down. I just folded it in, and this is the other part of the kimono. You can see what it's looking like. This is what it is looking like. This is the sleeve as well. So you can see the side. I went ahead to hem the side and the down part. So I went ahead to do all of that, and now I just flipped it over to the back side of our kimono, and this is the back side. So for better explanation, I'll just push in the front part so that the back part will be more visible. So this is what it is looking like, and what we'll do now is to go ahead and fix our bead. So before you fix your bead, just go ahead and cross your kimono the way you want it to be, depending on how wide you want the bead to be, the distance between one bead and the other. So I just went ahead to mark down to my hip. So that is where I want my bead to stop. You can take it higher or lower depending on what you want. So I'll just go ahead and fix my thread. And for this my kimono, guys, I do not want the back to be that wide. That is the bead. I don't want it to be that wide. That is just what I want. But if you want it to be wide, you don't have to cross it this close. I hope you understand. Just cross it in a way you want it to be. So I just went ahead to fix my thread in my needle. So this is how to put the bead. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just putting the thread, and this, and now I'll come to this part. Make sure it is close to the neckline. Close to the neckline, please. So I'll put the needle. You can see how I'm putting it under, and then after putting it like that, I'll go ahead and start putting my beads. So this is the bead I'm working on. So I'll go ahead now and start putting the bead. Guys, this is not easy. It will take your time, like it's time consuming, but just if you want something like this, you just have to do it. So just go ahead and put your bead. This is not hard at all. So that is what I'll just go ahead and do now. So to have that V shaped, you can see how mine is V. So it's because of the way I placed the dress. So go ahead and do yours like this, depending on how wide you want your bead to be as well. So I'm just pinning the bead to the. I'm just putting the bead. So I'll just show you one or two process on how to put the bead so that you understand, and then I'll be doing the remaining off camera. So I'm done with the first one. You can see how I made it drop. I did not make it straight. I don't want it to be straight. You can make yours straight. So I just made it to have a falling shape. You can see what it is looking like. So now I'll just pin it to the other side of the fabric, the way you see me doing. And I'll put my needle inwards like this, and then I'll go ahead and hold it firm. So you can see what I just did. So I later changed this first one because it was too down for my liking. So I later changed it. So I didn't like how it was down again, so I went ahead to change it later on. So after doing this now, the next thing I'll do is I took 1.5 inches. This is the gap I want my bead to have from one bead to another. You can use 2 inches, you can use 1 inches, especially 1 inches. If you want your bead to be fuller, use 1 inches. So I used 1.5 because my bead was not that much. So and I just wanted to sew it like that. So I used 1.5 inch. and I just went ahead to fix the other one the way you see me doing. So this is the second roll, or the second one. So I'll go ahead and hold it firm on the other side. So just make sure you are placing it well, that your lines are straight. Don't place it up and down like let it just be straight, so that when you wear it, it will be straight. I don't know if that makes sense. So I've done the second one. Then from this second one again, after tying it, so I want it to be firm, so I went ahead to tie it, and then after tying it, I'll use my tape again and come down by, you can see what I have for the second one. So I came down by 1.5 inches again, and I'll go ahead and just do the pit down. So this is how far I've gone, you can see. So this is how far I've gone, and I just went ahead to keep on putting my bead like that. So you can see the distance between I don't want it to be that wide. No, I don't like it like that. That's why I did not do it. So you can see what I have, and I took 1.5 inch like I said. You can use 1 inches if you want your bead to be flat. So I just kept on doing it and doing it. So guys, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. So guys, this is it. This is our dress. I'm done. You can see what I have. So you can see what it is looking like. I went ahead to adjust the first one that I did, and this is the front of our dress. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for, guys? Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified. Bye till I see you in my next video.